And all kind of major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.
FBI, open up!
Welcome to this episode of the Sonny and Staxx Show.
Who am I?
Hey, thank you. You're too kind.
Thank you.
You're too kind. Thank you. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's that behind you? Nothing. What's going on? Hey, Salvatore.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I think I know that place.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Mount Carmel Social
Isn't
Club.
it in Massachusetts?
Yeah, in Springfield, Mass. That's right.
Right. Isn't that where the Simpsons live?
Yeah, the Simpsons. Yeah. Yeah, when I was doing research, it kept popping up the Simpsons.
Did it really?
Yeah. Hey, Dustin, Paul, what's up, man? Salvatore, Dave.
Oh, look, it's fucking bleeding again.
People are pouring in. Kev, how are you? Thank you guys all.
Everybody's gonna have to deal with this on my face. What can I tell you?
Hey, things happen, man.
Oh.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling not bad. It was the first time since I've been on these blood thinners that I cut myself, and it's been bleeding since 20 after 11.
You're gonna bleed to death from fucking
right?
Shaving.
If I do, I'll do it on the live. This is better this way. Let's go,
yeah.
says Pink Panther. So go ahead. Mount Carmel, here we go.
There was an article on Mass Live where they said that there was a mafia coup and they overthrown the social club, and it's all lies. Scott Bernstein reported on it. It's all lies. Total bullshit.
No kidding.
And we're going to get to the truth about what happened. But it is all over the place that there's a mafia takeover and all this shit.
Hey, rah.
Just not true. The bottom line is it's not true.
You know, I thought it didn't make sense when the story that guy reported on said that they threw everybody out that was a member of the board and everything else. You can't do that in just one day. You know.
Hey, Aaron, thank you for the Cash App. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. So anyway, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they got too much done too quick.
Sounded a little fishy.
Yeah.
But we're going to get to the bottom of it. So to give people a little context on what's going on, Pink Panther, how are you? Dave, Dustin, Rah, what's up? So to give you a little context, this is Mount Carmel, where the boss of Springfield, the legitimate boss, was murdered. I think it was in 2013 or something. I forgot the exact date.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was 15, but it doesn't matter.
I'll look it up.
He's dead.
So he was murdered on the orders of Anthony Aruleta. Now, people are saying the animal this, that. Right. This guy's not in the mob. The other guy is not in the mob. None of these people are in the mob. So,
wait a minute, Calvinese is not in the mob?
No, never was.
Wow.
Never was. Ralphie, not in the mob. Never was. He got killed in 2003. November 23rd, 2003, after a card game at Mount Carmel Social Club. Nate, how are you? So what happened is, after he gets killed, Aruleta is allegedly taking over the family, right?
Right.
Didn't last long. He ends up cooperating against the people that he had murder different people. He cooperates against them, gets out of jail, goes into witness protection. and leaves witness protection, goes back to Springfield and does the most despicable thing you could possibly do. I could show you better than I can tell you.
That would be nice.
Now that's Frank on the left. He's in the hospital. He has cancer right now. He's not in the mob. The guy on the right, not in the mob. The guy in the middle, mafia rat. So that might explain it all a little better. Okay.
Now this is in the club, right?
This is in the club.
Inside the club.
Where this guy had him murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Quick, where Bruno come out. Again, we're at the Our Lady of Mount Carmel Social Club. This is where the assassination of Al Bruno.
That he ordered.
The Albanian, you hear that?
No. He said this is that Mount Carmel Social Club where Al Bruno was murdered. He said nothing about Albanian.
Oh, I swore I heard Albanian social club.
No. This is an Italian social club.
Where the assassination of Al Bruno took place.
For him to even be in that social club is total disrespect.
Correct.
For them to let him in there and to set the record straight, it's not a mafia social club.
That's
Al
the
Bruno
problem.
owned it, but none of these people worked for Al Bruno.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty much open to anybody.
Pretty much, but I mean, I think you got to be Italian, don't you?
No, because it was open to anybody that was a member of the church too. They could go in and sit down.
Yeah. And so I'm going to explain the whole context of what happened.
So we'll start back over here, Frank. But
Al Bruno has a son named Victor, and he lives up there in Springfield. How do you think Victor felt when he seen this video?
Oh, he had to go through the roof.
100%.
this is where the individual that shot Bruno,
He must have got paid for this.
he was lurking in these shadows late at night back over here.
Because he paid him to go do it. Crazy.
He was waiting for Bruno to surface, which Bruno did surfacing, as we know. Great. Bruno's car was parked right here. Bruno's car was parked right here, and he walked out with, like I said, Frankie. This store here? Yeah. He was, this is where Bruno's truck was, and this is where he was shot. The assassin was lurking in those
The assassin. He was a junkie, man. He was a fucking junkie.
shadows.
The one that the shooter?
Yeah, 100%. Roach, his name was.
Down there. As the assassin walked up to him,
The
he
assassin.
said, "Hey, Al." And Al responded, "Yeah, buddy." And he said, "I heard you're looking for me." And those were the last words that Al Bruno said in his life. And, you know, it's a tragic thing. And people asked me if I was, you know, in my heart, was I happy with that happen? Absolutely not. I was, it was something that I didn't want to see happen. I wanted to see other people murdered, and it wasn't my intentions to go that route with Bruno. And this is the door that he came out.
But he did. But he did
did.
go that route. So now
Exactly.
Roach, the guy's name that killed him was Roach, pled guilty in 2008 and was sentenced to nearly 14 years in prison. On February 17, 2010, Manhattan federal court announced 13-count indictment charging Arthur Negro and Anthony Arellata, the Genovese family, with various racketeering charges, including Bruno's murder. So what happened is Arellata turned on Freddie Diaz because he had another guy named Westerman killed up in Springfield, and he hid the body, and he was holding on to that for leverage in case anything ever happened. He didn't last long in prison before he cooperated to get out.
Bruno came out that night with Frankie. And he would have walked. And he would have walked this path, Frank, this way. to his car right there. So, folks, coming soon, I'm going to get into detail by detail.
That's a hell of a tour.
The events that took place that night and walking through it step by step. Only because of the fact with the content that's out there is not, a lot of it is not true. It's fabricated. It's people trying to make a name of themselves and putting their own opinions in. So at the end of this, 4 or 5 episodes, however long it takes, I hope the truth will come out, be serviced once and for all.
Set people at ease that the killer is standing there at the scene. Yeah,
Right.
that'll set people at ease.
Steps away from the church.
Totally. Yeah. Insane that they would do that. So there was an article in Springfield, Mass. Live, it's called. It says, Springfield, a month after de facto local organized crime boss Albert Calvinese, which he's not in the mob. He never was in the mob. He was in a devastating car accident, and rival gangsters swept into Our Lady of Mount Carmel Social Club this week, changing the locks and hobbling security cameras affixed throughout the Winthrop Street building.
And didn't they say that the cops were called? And
yeah, so according to witnesses, police records say multiple people placed emergency calls to city police on Monday. Caller states men are trying to change the locks. Speak to Joe or Tommy on the scene. Caller is hard to understand. Reads the police description of one call placed around 1:30 p.m. This same caller tells a dispatcher that he hit a burglar alarm. Another caller flags a beef among members to police. Now, they mean members of the club, not members of organized crime. It was a club issue. It had nothing to do with the mafia
or the church.
Santinella was never made. Now, Scott Bernstein says, he was made last month by the Genovese family, and they all had a meeting, and the Boston mob okayed it. None of this had anything to do with the mob.
And supposedly he said New York okayed it too.
Yeah, New York okayed it. All untrue, all false. It's all false. So why they would even say that is crazy. So what happened is, the police records did not identify names, but witnesses to the coup say the crew led by convicted extortionist and loan sharker Ralphie Santinello was leading the charge. Untrue. That's not true. This was so what happened was the animal, which they would call him, was in a severe car accident. He broke both his legs. He got really hurt in this accident. The owner of the club has cancer. Sending prayers to him, Frank. And in the bylaws of this club is if something like that were to take place, then a new member has to be elected. The legitimate members of the club held a vote and elected new administration to the club. It had nothing to do with the mafia. There is no organized crime aspect. There is no mafia in Springfield, Massachusetts. Just for the record. All these people are trying to hype it up like it's some big mob coup that's going on. It's not true. It says Santinello was standing outside. He was in a long-standing dispute with Calvinese. Now, Santinello and Calvinese are cousins. Calvinese goes by the street name Albert the Animal.
The Animal.
Based on his violent streak. Since Calvinese banished Santinello's father, which Santinello's father is not in the mob.
Who the hell is in the mob?
None of them. None of them are made members of the mafia. So them to turn this into this mafia coup and this is it's total bullshit.
Right.
So it says he banished his father from the social club while Santinello was serving a 5-year prison sentence. And there was a dispute. Santinello pleaded guilty to an extortion scheme demanding kickbacks from a Springfield tow company after clobbering a man in 2013, threatening to kill him and bury him in his own backyard. Allegedly. That's what the paper says.
Right.
But a lot of this shit the paper says is untrue. It says 4 other associates in New York, Genevieve's family, also served prison time on that case. For his part, Calvinese is he's not immune to violence. In 2019, Calvinese was convicted of smashing a debtor of Calvinese 4 times in the face in a parking lot of Mount Carmel Social Club.
Right.
The incident was caught on state police audio as the debtor was wearing a wire. Calvinese was last prosecuted in 2006. So if he smashed this debtor in 2019, why wasn't he prosecuted?
Yeah. And
Another thing that happened, allegedly there was a street gang that was having meetings and all that stuff inside this club.
you know who they were, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. And they raided the club, arrested a whole bunch of people. And then, so now that all this is happening, people are trying to make it seem like it's a mafia takeover, which is not true. It's just not true. In the club's bylaws, it says if someone is in bad health or
Can't perform their duties, blah, blah, blah.
yeah, then they have a vote and the new member comes in.
Right.
It was all done legitimately. So for them to say it was like a de facto coup and all this shit, untrue. I don't understand why people would report on stuff. I mean, I'm to build up the sensationalist of it, sensationalize the mob and shit.
Well, especially, OG there should have done a little more. You could tell by his report, he was just trying to get it out there. He didn't do much research into it. But if they are all not made, makes me wonder how they get to make a deal. They turn rat, they get wired up by who? You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think? The
I know.
FBI.
Why would the FBI want to deal with people that weren't made? So they must, maybe a couple of them were
associates, loose associates at best.
Yeah, at best.
At best.
I mean, this thing wasn't a social club. It was part of the church.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So Al Bruno owned this before all this was going on. And back then, maybe it was a part of whatever he had going on. But these other people, Ralphie, Albert, never worked for Al Bruno.
Right.
They weren't in the mob. So for them to even report on this like it's some type of big mafia takeover, it's just not true.
That's a boring story, man.
The Mafia Social Club would not have a rat there if it was a Mafia Social Club. You are exactly right,
Absolutely
Salvatore.
right.
They would not let it happen.
But that asshole brought people in and did a little video about where it happened and how it happened. No matter if there's a label on it as a social club or not, that's where everybody hung out. That's 100% the wrong thing to do.
100%. I think it was disgraceful for them to do that. It was really out of distaste, you know?
Mm-hmm.
These people have no conscience.
Is the animal still in the hospital?
I don't know.
I wonder.
2 broken legs, and I guess it was a severe head-on car accident with 4 cars involved.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad.
It was a very horrible scene to even look at. Pieces of both cars were all over the place.
Yeah, they said it was like 3 people were trapped in the car.
Right.
It was
Georgia
a Subaru.
likes to take them out.
Yeah, it was a Subaru, I guess.
He was trying to pass a car,
Craziness.
right?
Sunny off top. Something like that. Someone tried to pass another car and the car went head on into oncoming traffic.
Thanks, Kev.
Johnny Mac, what's up? Mile High Magic, what's going on? Maureen, how are you? John. Francis.
Hey, my high.
No class. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing. You got out of you had people killed, right? You were in this position. You got out of it. Why are you gonna go and flaunt your face all over the place like that and rub it in people's faces?
And they parked here and they walked here. We went in here, and then I really didn't want this to happen. But what are you talking about?
But you did.
But you did, exactly.
You did it. Like you didn't want it to happen, but you did.
And then you came back to show how you did it.
I think Barillo Lips was talking about shoveling a different type of snow in Florida.
Stop. He's a change man. Him,
Listen,
Sammy, Michael.
I hope these people change, but listen, it don't matter to me. Sammy Gravano is never going to change. Never. It's not going to happen. It's too late for him.
I only said that to bust your balls.
He ain't changing, man.
Oh, he already thinks he's changed. His wings already waiting for him in heaven. He's got it all, man.
He thinks his legacy is going to be something different when he passes away. No, because I'll still be here to expose you, Sammy. You will never outrun. And God has a plan for him, I think.
I'll tell you what, if he ever made it to heaven, he'd do everything he can to get close to Jesus and start ratting out on some angels.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt it. He probably would.
Hey, Jesus, come here. Let me tell you a little about something about Saint.
Let me tell
you about something about St. Peter. You think he's a good guy? He's not. He's not.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Right.
These people have no class, man. They don't. Especially Sammy. Like, you're always going to be known as the guy who told on John Gotti. Period.
And killed Alan Kaiser.
Alan Kaiser. Rest in peace, Alan Kaiser. I know it's terrible that his family. That's another thing. Just like Sammy flaunts it on the internet.
Remember the shirt?
This guy did this, doing the same thing.
The shirt disappeared quick after.
People were in an uproar about it.
Correct.
Oh, he took it off, took it down.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on him in, it's got to be at least 3 weeks now.
I bet you still selling them.
You know, yeah. I'll check that out for you.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. What size you want?
He was live on. I don't want that shit. Get in, burn it.
That's right. Thank you, Francis.
Remy says Barillo talks about hitting this guy and that guy, but his arms are like Bugs Bunny. Is Doo-Doo A-Light's kin? I don't know. Possibly.
Gene is a reformed man. He goes to the Michael Francesi church.
Yeah. A lot of the people do. And people are arguing if Franchise's a rat. Franchise is 100% a rat.
Oh, he's actually come out and said it now. He's trying to, like we said yesterday.
Yeah. Now he's trying to ease it in there and admit it.
You know, maybe if I had to do it over again, maybe I wouldn't. And okay.
You should have did your 10 years in prison in Florida, and you shouldn't have lied to your subscribers. That's what you should have did. Right?
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you, Francis. When I first moved down here, I was wearing T-shirts all the time. I just didn't like the look. So I started wearing these shirts.
Colorful,
yeah, all kinds of different
Hawaiian shirts and shit like that. Hey, you're in the tropics, right?
That's what I thought. The first couple of times I was wearing it, my son said, "Hi, Dad, you look like a tourist." I said, "Really? You're gonna look like a corpse." You ever say that again?
You got the hat on and fucking camera on your neck. Hey, man, how long you been down there for?
3.5 years. My son's I've been coming down here for 10. My son's been down here for 12.
That's not too
And-
long. 3.5 years ain't too long. Have you dealt with any hurricanes or any alligators?
Yeah. I had a tornado touchdown, 2 tornadoes, one 2.5 blocks away, and one about 1.5 miles away. And the first one, I was out on the, what do they call it, like the catwalk in the front where you go in, and I saw it starting to form. I filmed the whole thing. I got it hanging up on my wall.
Oh shit.
It was almost time to go back to New York. I wasn't even here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I went to go DJ out in Minneapolis, Minnesota, right? Probably a week into it. I hear these alarms start going off.
Oh,
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
the flatland.
Tornado warning, hail, everything, man. I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna deal with this. What
Right.
the fuck? I stayed there 6 months, and right when it started getting a little when did I leave?
A little too close.
I missed the whole winter. I stayed for the summer and then came back before the winter started. I was like, I'm not dealing. But there was snow when I was there. I would go to work.
Especially in Minnesota. Yeah.
Oh, I was driving through the snow all the time.
Growing up, I wanted to do that for a living. I wanted to be a tornado chaser. I just thought it was like the coolest job to have. When I saw what I saw down here after only like a half a year, no, not cool.
Have you
Hey,
seen
Bruno.
the tornadoes that have been forming lately?
Terrible, man. Terrible.
Insane. Like in
Three-
where
3 and
Texas,
4
right?
football fields wide.
Yeah, just huge.
That's 400 yards wide. Oh my God. Just like drinking your juice in South Central. You could take dashiki out of the hood, but
Can't take the hood out of dashiki. I'm looking for this one video. It is crazy.
is it the tornado?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
insane. Oh, it's right here. Hold on. The little guy, he's like, it says, slider door open. He's like, oh, let me go close the slider door. He goes like this. The whole house is gone. The slider's just sitting up. It was funny, man.
I think I saw it. Was he wearing something on his head?
Rise that no one believes he's a tough guy, so he applies more Vaseline to A-Light while A-Light tells Gene, don't worry, we can make up more stories. What's the difference, Franny, and a rooster? Rooster gets up and says, cock-a-doodle-doo. And he cock-a-doodle-doo. I've heard that before.
Bring it up. I want to see the twister.
Check this out.
Just talked about here in central Georgia, which is really a lucky thing once you get into these months, the spring months of the year. However, across other portions of the country, it was very active. Meteorologist Alex Pry breaks down this weekend's tornado outbreak in the Great Plains and Midwest.
Yeah.
This weekend was by far the most significant tornado outbreak so far in 2024. States in the Midwest and Great Plains saw what seemed like continuous tornadoes from Friday all the way to yesterday. The video is
Holy
truly
shit.
unbelievable. Wild footage. Was
Look at
captured
that, bro.
Friday of
Look how
tornadoes
big that
tearing through
is.
Nebraska
Oh my
and
God.
Iowa to start the weekend. One tornado
Ooh.
specifically was caught crossing over Interstate 80 north of Lincoln, Nebraska, with a visible wall of flying debris surrounding it. A wedge tornado was also seen outside
Holy
of Harlan,
shit.
Iowa, in which
That's
locals described as
insane.
at least a mile-wide vortex. Then on Saturday, this outbreak hit
Look at
Oklahoma.
that. Oh my
Towns
God.
like Sulphur and Marietta, south of Oklahoma City, were torn apart by the damaging winds. These winds were so strong that areas not even in the
Look at
direct
that.
path of the tornado,
Yeah.
like Norman,
Yo, it's
Oklahoma,
fucking
saw tree
trees in the
branches puncture
concrete.
insulation
Oh
walls.
my God.
This
Yo, there's one video where there is an 18-wheeler wrapped around a tree, like wrapped around it. Insane. I only recently found your channel, Staxx, so I'm not aware of any stories. Did you cross word with Barillo? Don't worry. Go back in my content. You'll see a whole bunch of stories. And we're almost at 10,000. I think
Yeah.
67 more people, and we'll be at 10,000 subscribers. Help us get there.
Yeah. Whenever you come here, try to share it. Send it out there.
Yeah, share this video. Tell people to subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get all the videos every time I drop one.
Incredible amount of force to do, giving an idea of how fast debris moves in tornado vortices. But maybe the most dangerous part of this outbreak is that these tornadoes continued into the nighttime hours. For folks driving, tornadoes were only visible by occasional lightning flashes. And the flying debris is not seen until it's right on top of you, like in this video. As of 9 p.m. last night, a total of 278 tornado warnings were issued by the National Weather Service.
Bro, that's something.
This past weekend.
Something is wrong with that. Don't you believe that?
I always believed it's being fabricated somewhere. China got caught, seed in the sky about 2 weeks ago.
Seen what happened to Dubai?
What was that amazing or what?
Insane. Dubai is like underwater. And what's his name? The boxer's being held in Dubai.
Who?
What's his name is being held there because he owes money, like a lot of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here, let's finish this video and then we'll get to that.
Of these warnings, dozens of tornadoes have been confirmed, with that number still very likely to come.
Floyd Mayweather.
And initial damage surveys say a
oh, no
handful of
kidding.
these
I didn't hear that.
have caused at least EF3 damage as of now. Meteorologist Alex Pry, 13 WMAZ News.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Wow.
There's another video where a guy's driving down the highway and 18-wheeler falls on its side and the guy's trying to avoid it and it clips the end. Did you see that?
Yeah. It's the 18-wheeler was sliding and he was coming on the left side of it.
Yeah, yeah. It was started sliding because of the wind.
Right.
Here, I got another
ALB.
This is a home video of one of the tornadoes. Look at that.
Wow. It amazes me. I mean, I guess it's a monetary thing, but they just rebuild and stay there.
Yeah, why would you do that?
You know, this isn't a freak thing. It happens every goddamn year. What's wrong with you?
And they said Philadelphia is the new tornado alley. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, Philadelphia is considered the new tornado alley.
They're blaming it on Merlino.
Yeah, they're blaming it all on Merlino. They'll probably bring him to trial for it.
Yeah, because he's causing quite a storm. That thing is huge. Holy Christ.
Insane. They got those hey Roy, what's going on? Bruno. They have those trucks that have these things that shoot into the ground and it like holds the car to the ground.
Right.
So it doesn't go flying.
Yeah, the chase
for them to have that many tornadoes, 259 tornadoes throughout 11 states, 90 in Oklahoma alone. 50 plus people killed.
Yeah, somebody's messing with the weather.
It's not good.
I think Crazy Joe keeps pushing the wrong button. That's the problem.
Yeah, probably. You see all these protests on these college campuses?
I just got a notification about an hour and a half ago that they took over Columbia University.
Yeah. Yale University got protesters down in New
Yale
Haven.
too?
Yeah. Wow. They're all the prestigious colleges.
Right.
And the faculty is involved with the protests.
No.
Yeah. And they're not stopping it. And it's a lot of anti-Semitic things. They're saying to, you know, blah, blah, blah. We can't really say that, but.
Isn't the name of the country Israel, or am I crazy or what?
Yeah. It's just wild, man, what's going on in the world.
It makes me nervous that when God is finally going to say, basta, that's it.
I think he already has.
He's sending out the warnings.
All right, let's hear this. Why is Floyd Mayweather being held in Dubai? Just got off the phone with a guy in Dubai. He told me that Floyd Mayweather is definitely being held by the government court system, that he owes a substantial amount of money in Dubai.
Oh boy. So that means he's not going to fight Gotti now? I can't do it from Dubai.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Wow.
So it says Zimbabwe gold dealer Scott Sakuwab, friends of Floyd Mayweather, arrested in Dubai. Some crazy name. The money team boss arrested in Dubai over unpaid debt. It says, in an unexpected development, Floyd Mayweather has been arrested in Dubai because of an unpaid debt. It comes as a surprise as the money team boss, known for his lavish lifestyle and ties to Zimbabwe gold dealer and politician Scott Sakawia, or however you say that, is facing money troubles, as confirmed. He's in detention over financial issues. Glasser revealed that Mayweather owes a significant sum of money to the authorities in Dubai. He did not provide specific details. The debt is unrelated to boxing, and Floyd Mayweather is attempting to strike a deal that will allow him to leave the country.
Oh, now he has to fight God. He needs that money.
Hell yeah. Listen, he's always on the internet flossing all this money, acting like he's richer than God.
Right.
And looks like he ain't leaving Dubai until he pays up.
Wonder what it was for.
Who knows? Could be I think he owes like the princes and all that shit in Dubai. They don't play around there, man.
No.
Yeah, having money problems? No way. Yeah, how's he gonna fight Gotti if all this money trouble's going on? It's not gonna happen.
A friend of mine had a contract for the Sultan of Brunei to give him. He comes to the United States, stays at the plaza in Manhattan 4 times a year. And he was short one day, so he asked me if I wanted to do it. I said, yeah. So, it's long hours, 12, 13 hours a day, but it's the Sultan of Brunei. So it was right around Christmas time. He was leaving.
What the hell is that? What's that?
He's one of the richest guys in the world from in that area over there. And there was 9 of us. He gave each one of us a Rolex. Plus, getting paid, but yeah, thank you very much. No box, no nothing. Just takes it out of a little pouch, and he was giving each one of us a Rolex.
Wow.
How's that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I never got asked to go back again because then I was going to ask for a car. But
yeah, what color Lamborghini do you like? I like them all. Gina and Haydlier will be following the tornadoes back in the back of an Uber in Philadelphia. Great show, Staxx and Sonny. I got to do some electrical installments. Much love and respect. Shout out to you, man.
All right, my high. See you later. Be safe.
Floyd went broke because he agreed to pay for Barillo's lip injections.
You know what I like to see one day? We'll do a show, but we're going to bring Jimbo and Salvatore on.
Yeah. Listen, anyone on here is welcome to come on.
Oh, my God.
We have a good time here.
Look at this.
Yes.
It's almost 3 hours, 2 hours, 11 or 12.
And it's still bleeding.
It's almost 2 hours. It's still bleeding.
The blood thinners, man. You'll get a little cut. You'll bleed to death on blood thinners, right?
I guess so, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Looks like you ain't getting a tattoo anytime soon, huh?
Yeah, that's the first thing they said.
Why, you'll just gush blood?
Yeah.
I'm going to get back into doing tattoos, man.
Oh, you mean actually doing them?
Yeah.
Why not? Make up some money on the side?
Why not? I've had a bunch of people hit me up, so
yeah.
Might as well, right?
Yeah. This way you could pay me. What do you owe me?
Yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah, I could travel the whole country.
Floyd
and
should
be
invest
tattooed.
in the Borello door fixing company.
Yeah, I mean, you make a killing, man. Never go broke doing that.
Hey, profits.
Profits, what's good, man? Big boy Blue, how are you?
Understand
So-
something. If his movie, I'm talking about Lips, that's supposed to start filming, as he said, very soon.
He
I
ain't
had
no
to
damn movie. He ain't having no damn
I had to
movie.
sign an NDA. I can't say any more about it, whatever. But when that thing doesn't come through, he's going to absolutely lose his mind. You know
No,
that.
it ain't going through. Big pimpin' eating cheese.
Sammy's in a bikini.
Big pimpin'.
You-
Oh,
I don't
man.
know who needs a psychiatrist more, them or me and you.
Yeah, probably us.
This is one of my favorite.
Team government, Chief Suckums, a liar donkey, and I'm special.
I'm special.
Listen, man, to reiterate, Springfield, there was no mafia coup. It had nothing to do with the mafia. None of them people involved are in the mob. What Scott Bernstein reported on yesterday is totally false. Ralphie was not made a month ago. He is not in the mob. It's not true. So
out of
debunk
all
it.
of them, nobody is. Is that what you're saying?
None of them are.
None of them.
None of them.
Wow.
The only
That-
person that was is Aralata, and he is not anymore because he cooperated.
Right.
There's not even a possibility for him to try to be in the mob again. There's not. They're not accepting it. They do want him to go to the Bronx, though. Have a meeting out there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You don't want to.
they want to see you.
We would like to have a talk with you
Yeah, they just want to have a talk.
about your future.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They'll get all dressed up like Eli did. It's my time.
Yeah. 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 Like he's
There he is.
Elton John Aletto. Did you make sandwiches? Yes. Yes, I did.
I'll tell you one thing. He makes a nice sandwich.
Yeah.
Look at that picture, man.
I know.
He's better than what's his name, the guy from Subway.
Jared.
But they have something in common, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Look pretty cozy there. I do cover-ups too, Jeffy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The shoe horses make an honest living doing what you do. Can't write off a horse. So it's bucks you cast. What? I don't understand that. Like trimming the shoes, shoeing horses. Shit, I know how to frame houses and do construction. I could go back into that business, man. I could go where the tornadoes are and make a killing out there.
Imagine that. Yeah. A lot of people came down from New York, Jersey, PA when Fort Myers got hit last year or 2 years ago.
That's what they do, right? People go there and they work.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility. Something you can make a lot of money really fast.
Yeah. And there's still, I would say 40% of it is still disheveled and splintered on the ground.
Are they still a lot of building going on there?
Yeah, but there's a lot of them waiting for insurance money to come. A friend of mine's house he was right there on the water. And he was
What happened? His house gone? Or is
gone.
it?
Yeah, gone. When that water came crashing in from the Gulf, totally took his house over.
Yeah.
And he's still waiting.
What's his name? Jack O'Halloran lives right on Tampa Bay. Shout out to Jack O'Halloran.
That's right. Tampa Bay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop there and see him. I gotta go. I'll definitely be down in Florida soon.
Yeah, let me know. You can
Maybe
stay
by
here.
the
You can
maybe
stay
by
here
the
in the
end of the month.
studio.
Yeah, why not?
It's only
Where
12.
do you live? By Orlando, or you live by the beach?
Yeah, but I'm down in Palm Beach, in North Palm Beach, Jupiter, right down there. It's about 2
Yeah.
hours from Orlando,
How far from Miami?
about 45 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta go to Miami. I gotta go to Tampa, Miami, and a couple other places.
When you get down here, then
Stops
you can take
along
my
the
car.
way.
1,200 a night.
I'll I'll bring it to the car wash before I bring it back. I promise.
Yeah, there you go. Put me in the trunk.
Yeah,
we'll
man.
we'll drill a hole at the back of the trunk, and I'll just lay in there.
I can do tats, man. I could do tattoos, travel around. Hey, maybe I will do that.
Yeah, he's got some mad equipment.
Well, I got a lot of tattoo equipment. I got a lot of audio video equipment. I've been building it for quite a while.
Profits for
Co-host
life.
discount. Co-host discount 1140. A lot of people down there probably get tattoos too, right?
Down here is big, yeah.
Yeah. Charge like $100 for a dot. Man, all right, pay up.
Yeah. Hey, Kev, I used to have I'll tell you a quick story. Everybody, I'll tell a quick story. So a friend of mine, from that world, whatever, was in college studying for 3.5 years. So when he left, he gave his friend his 72 Cadillac to, drive it every once in a while and keep it running and this and that,
Yeah, maintain it.
Yeah, maintain it. So when he came out, I won't say his name because his father was a pretty big guy, but so he brings the Cadillac over and he tells him, hey, I put gas in the car and I took care of it, and you owe me like $2,000.
What?
Yeah. And this guy was a captain. He was a skipper. He was the boss. He goes, what do you mean I owe you? You had my car to drive 7 days a week. If you put gas in it, so you could keep driving the car.
Yeah.
So they went back and forth. And I'm sitting there listening to this. I'm laughing my ass off with the argument going on.
Yeah.
The skipper reaches over. He goes, give me the keys. Takes the keys and he goes like this. Whoop. He throws them to me. He goes, it's yours now, Sonny. And I had that car for like 4 years. Beautiful.
Oh, you didn't give it back to the guy you took the keys from?
No. Nope. He gave it to me right there in front of the guy.
Man.
I think it looked like the guy was going to start crying. He walked out and left. But
Wow.
yeah, it was a DeVille. Beautiful car.
And the guy didn't say anything? Like the guy that the car got took from, he didn't like try to push back or nothing?
Nope. What are you going to do? It's a skipper.
I mean, it's a different day and age now, though. Now, if something
Yeah.
like that were to happen, they would just run to the cops, say, I'm getting extorted.
Yeah, well, they'd come to my house, crack me over the head, and take the car back.
Yeah. I mean,
But
the mob world is just not the same, and people are trying to sensationalize it on in the news, on newspapers, on YouTube. They're trying to make it like something it's not. It's just not.
They're trying to resurrect it to what it used to be, and they don't understand. They're the ones that ruined it. Not John Gotti, what kind of tie he wore or what kind of suit he wore. That had nothing to do with it. Oh, you guys dropping the dime and going ratting on everybody. That's what ruined the whole thing. There's no more loyalty. There's no more omerta. It's just a fucking word now or a tattoo on somebody's arm.
Yeah. A tattoo. A lot of people that cooperated have the word omerta.
Right?
They should be ashamed, man.
Maybe they don't know what it means. Maybe they think it means open your mouth.
Maybe.
Not close your mouth. Hey, Everett.
They should just put an N in front of it. No Merita.
Yeah, or that circle with the line through it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Crazy world.
Hey.
Not that it's a bad thing.
I mean,
I'm saying for that life to
the start of the mob was supposed to be to protect the neighborhood and keep the bullshit out so people don't get their houses robbed. They would go to the boss for help, like, hey, I got a problem. This guy's harassing my family.
Right.
And they would take care of it.
And then they would go to the corrupt businesses that were sticking it to the people too. Then they kind of turned a little bit and said, wow, you know what? We could be making this money instead of them. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. But they still took care of the neighborhood. I got to say that.
I think it just all got out of hand, especially the government was involved. Because if the government wasn't involved, why did they deny it for so long that it even existed?
Correct.
Because they were involved.
All the way back to Hoover,
Yeah, like, because they were all involved, man.
who would put on his dress and his high heels and go meet with them. I want you to take out Fidel Castro.
I mean, they had, hey, Carmine, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We got 60 people in the house. You're great, Carmine. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Remember, if you want to donate, hit up Chattin with Staxx on Cash App. And if you want to be a guest on the show, email me at billstax2021@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Bring you on with Sonny.
We're going to bring Punch back, right?
Yeah, we're going to do a show with Punch and
Pedge Tattoo.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe we'll get Sato on there too.
Hmm?
We'll get Sato on there too. The Albanian.
Could you imagine having Punch and Capo for Jesus
At the same time?
at the same time? That would be a riot.
Yeah. We got some good things lined up. I'm working on some pretty big ones. So
Yeah, Francis, you're right. And that's when things really started changing. When they knew what the rules were, no drugs. And then they couldn't stay away from that kind of money. Right?
yeah, and they start getting greedy. Their heads are getting bigger. They're walking around with egos. People were buying buttons.
Because they didn't have to kick that money up. Because they'd have to explain how they got it. So all that drug money was going right into their pockets.
I mean, if a person had a legitimate business, right, and they were making a really good living, why get involved with that?
Right.
For what reason?
Right.
For the prestige of being involved with it? For like the backing to sound powerful? Like, why get involved if you're already successful?
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense.
Especially entertainment business, the music business. They all wanted to have them to be part of it. Be part of the circle.
Yeah.
Get me free tickets. Get me front row seats.
Yeah, it's like they're movie stars, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And now the rats think they're movie stars.
Yeah. Every one of them says there's a movie coming out.
Yeah.
Every
no damn
one of
movie
them.
coming out. Ain't no damn movie coming out. They ain't ever gonna accomplish shit.
I mean, Sammy the Bull opened up a production company and put it in his wife's name. A movie producing company. It cracks me up.
Nah, he's full of shit. He ain't gonna get anything done.
I keep trying to figure out how I'm gonna buy my next pack of cigarettes.
Hey, if anyone wants to help us out, you know what to do. Donate to the show. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Super Sticker, Super Chat, Zelle, all that good shit. We're not Donald. What was that? The duck that would swim in the money.
Oh yeah.
Scrooge, right? Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck.
We're not damn Scrooge McDuck over here.
Now, you know what? I'm going to draw him when we're done.
Oh yeah, you draw all these cartoon characters for your grandson.
They just showed him the one I did this morning. It was Boris from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah,
of course. I'm an idiot. He has no clue who that is. He looked at it. He goes, I don't like that guy because he looks like, like a mean guy.
Yeah.
No, Papa.
Yeah,
I don't like
he doesn't know Mr. Cheeks. He doesn't know any of these people, right?
Yeah. And I forget,
but you're taking requests now for him, right?
Yeah. He finds something on
Funny.
YouTube or whatever they watch on the TV there, and then he tells either his mother or his father to get me on the FaceTime, and then he tells me what he wants me to draw. I said, okay.
Cool. Did you see Katharina's magazine cover was in Times Square on the video screen on the big one?
Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to say her name again.
Katharina.
Oh, I think I just said it. Katharina.
Yeah,
I did it.
Just like that. Yeah. I'm going to show you guys some pictures.
Kevin says, sell some of your art, Sonny, and do what Sammy was claiming to do.
Yeah. Oh, I send it out to Staxx. He paints a little, sends it back. Dude's total fraud. He did not paint not one of those pictures. Did you know that?
I'll be very surprised. There she is.
Bam! Exclusive party at the secret room.
I remember last year staring at her ass when you took her there.
Yeah. Yeah, remember? She looked beautiful that night.
Yeah, she looks very good.
There's a lot of people there. It was cool. It was a really good time. Shout out to Kat. Make sure you guys go subscribe to her.
I'm glad you went, because I know you were like, maybe I am. I'm glad you went.
Yeah, man. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
Yeah.
We'll have her on one of these days.
And shout out to Ciro DiPaggio, who won his best actor.
Silent Partners, right?
The Silent Partners, yep.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Jokes, the director, was up for an award, but he didn't win it. But
yeah, he's good, man. Jokes, Giannis.
He is
Giannis. He is good. Like he has really good camera angles. I learned a lot from that guy.
He is very good.
Definitely.
And they all say it. The Jokes is like, I don't care. Oh, you care. Anything you can add in this business, you can add to your resume. You only get your bigger and better projects. So
100%. And shout out to everyone that's been reaching out that wants to be involved with the projects that I have going on. I've been getting quite a few messages and some emails, and these people want to be involved. People are sending me different music.
Nice.
And I told them I'm willing to work with anybody. I'm not too good for anyone to be involved with this project. And it's
I'm still a mob guy.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
I got you. And the movie isn't about the mob. It's I can't really tell a lot about it. I signed the NDA. I can't really talk about it. Signed an NDA with myself.
With yourself?
Yeah. I signed one with myself. But how
was your chicken last night?
Oh, it was great. I fired up the grill, and chicken on the grill is the shit, man.
Your mom is a person.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Forgive me. Who is she? Staxx. That's Katharina Michio. She's an actress. She's in quite a few films. She did her own film called. Did you see the film she did?
I did not.
Joseph. I forgot the whole name of it, but it's something about the statue Joseph. It's a pretty good film. It's a comedy. Vincent Pastore's in it. Whole bunch of people. It's a really good film.
And then about when you put the St. Joseph statue in the ground.
Yeah. When you you bury it to sell your house.
Yeah, you have to put it in upside down.
Yeah. The movie's about that.
Oh yeah, that should be good.
It's really good. Damn, you're still bleeding, bro?
Yeah. Started bleeding at 11:18 exactly. It is now 1:30. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. You need a whole pressure on that shit. Something.
I've tried putting cologne on it. Only thing it did is make me curse.
Yeah, right.
It hurt like a bastard.
Yeah, I hate when I cut myself shaving. It's the worst.
I was gonna shave my pubes. I ain't doing that now.
Nah, come on, man. The fuck? Slice your fucking thing off. Oops.
Oh my god. I knew that would get you, man.
10:30 here. Where you at in California, right, big boy? Was it 3 hours different? 4 hours? I think it's 3, right?
To California's 3, yeah.
Yeah. I've been to California once. I flew there, believe it or not.
Mm.
Never do that again. Flying is not for me, man.
No, you don't like it?
No, I'll never do it again. Vancouver Island, shout out to Canada. A lot of craziness going on up there with the bikers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so allegedly they went to the bikers went to the cops and said the war's over, and then boom, it started right back up. It ain't over. The mob's fighting with the bikers. They used to have an alliance.
They had an alliance that broke up about 5 months ago. Done.
Yeah, they're all killing each other. It's insane. Now street gangs are involved, and
yeah. Well, unfortunately, in this, oh my god, it says Nate. I thought it said somebody else. They're outnumbered. The boys.
Yeah,
way outnumbered. You know, when they took Rizzuto and his whole crew and everything and took care of them, that was it. It was all over.
Well, I got a story to tell you. This is insane. You ain't even gonna believe this.
About
it's
Rizzuto?
A national. No. This is a national story that's been going on. Hold on, let me get this picture for you guys. So here is. Remember the woman in Florida who was carjacked? Remember that? The guy with the gun came up to the window, put the gun
right
to the window, got in the back seat, and they've been looking for the guy. So they found the woman. She was shot to death and burned in her car.
Right.
And allegedly, it was the cartel that kidnapped her because she was a mule and they wanted their shit back.
Oh my god, no shit.
And they got it back.
And they got it?
They got it.
Wow.
Body found burned inside car with 10mm bullet casings all around. And that's such a rare gun. They could not find that green car because so allegedly this car here got towed before all this happened. It got towed. It was in a tow yard. The tow truck driver who towed the car was murdered with a 10mm gun.
Wow.
And then they kidnapped the girl. They bring her to some place, a couple hours. But so when they kidnapped her, right, the guy's holding the gun. She calls her husband. These guys are at the window with the gun. He said, don't let them in the car. She lets him in the car. Husband hangs up. He doesn't call the cops.
You didn't call anybody?
Nobody. 3 hours later, they find the car on fire, and he never called. No one. The cops. She never called the cops. He never called the cops.
Oh, there's something very screwy with that story.
100%. People are saying they feel like he's involved.
He has to be. All right, you tell her, look, don't open the door, don't let him in. That's to keep her safe. If it's legit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But 3 hours later, you let 3 hours go by before you don't even call the cops all that time?
Yeah, you're just like, you don't.
It's not home yet. She better get home quick and make my dinner. I mean, what the fuck? You got to be kidding me.
It's crazy, man.
He must have known it was happening. If she was a mule, he knew she was a mule. So
he was probably involved too.
Sure.
So on TikTok, I seen a video of a guy explaining it, and he's like, "Don't worry, the husband will be gone soon too."
I was just gonna say that.
Do they have a big presence down there in Florida?
Who?
The cartels.
The cartel? No, not really. Until,
Not that you can see, that you know
exactly.
of, right?
I was just gonna say until something happens. Now they're on a big sweep from north all the way down to south, locking up everybody.
Yeah,
Hitting
Florida
them,
don't play. They don't fuck around when it
hitting them
comes.
with Rico.
They are
Up and
right.
down, all the street gangs, this and that, cartels, and wow, it just scares you when you realize that it's 2 blocks away where there was a house. For me, anyway, there was a house that is literally 2.5 blocks, and that was like their social club, whatever you want to call it. And that's what I
For
would
the
do
gang.
for the cartel.
2 blocks away from you.
2.5 blocks away, right across.
Yeah.
Like if I'm sitting at the window in this house that they were renting, I could look out and there's a whole kiddie park there. If you think about it, it's not a bad place to be because nobody's going to suspect you of doing anything. But that's where they were. And then
I've been down to Florida for spring break, and when I was down there, it was so beautiful down there. I'm like, why would people even get involved with bullshit down here? It's so nice, and like it just doesn't make sense.
Well, what ignited it down here is all the illegals coming in and then trying to flex their own shit and trying to go into the territories that are marked off where everybody respects each other. These illegals don't respect nobody.
They don't.
I want this. I want that house. I want that car. Fuck you. They're going out at night with cars, with guns, killing.
That's why this summer in New York City is going to be insane. It's going to be a war grounds.
It is, yes.
Manhattan, the Bronx, Brooklyn, they're loaded in the streets.
Especially when it gets hot. Yep.
They'll be all outside fighting over territory and this and that. It's going to be bad.
No, I think they were part of him, Nate. I think Staxx agrees too.
I think they were part of it.
The woman was a mule, and there's no way her husband didn't know about it. Absolutely no way.
You're gonna go ride on your Harley, big boy blue. Shit. I need to get a bike. It'd be nice to get a bike, man. Yeah, why the husband when it calls insane? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, call him, honey. Did you get out of there? Did you get away? Are they still there? What happened?
Nothing. Nothing. He must not have liked her that much, huh?
Right? Yeah, you can see him go like this. Watch. Yeah, babe. Yeah, she should be dead by now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe let's.
Oh shit! No. There's more to the story. So, the husband called a friend of his that's a correction officer. The only people that get arrested so far is this correction officer. He calls the correction officer and asks him to look into the case and find out what the cops know. The correction officer logs into the police database, finds out some information, gives it to the husband. He gets caught and gets arrested. The husband doesn't get arrested yet, but the correction officer did get arrested.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
So you know what? The correction officer was bringing stuff into prison, selling it in there too. Oh, of course.
Yeah, probably. What's the markup? 100 times more?
Right?
Pretty much.
Absolutely.
Insane, man.
It is. It's a crazy, crazy world.
But we got a lot more on the way, a lot more content, a lot more some funny videos, some interviews. We're going to be dropping a whole bunch of stuff. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Sonny's Patreon, subscribe to my Patreon, sign up. Not that much. I have 3 different tiers. One's $2, one's $5, and one's $50. And the $50 one's exclusive. You can't see content anywhere else than there.
Wow. I'm just reading what Nate said. The cartels have been supplying a majority of the cocaine to Australia. Wow. From under, the land from under.
You ever been there?
No, but I've had cheese from under. Did you ever have from under cheese?
No, can't say I have.
Do you have any cheese from
the guard
under?
Bringing it in for $150, whatever he could fit in an empty An egg container.
I miss
Crazy, man. The people are using drones to drop things in the prisons and stuff. They just got busted, a whole bunch of people with drones in Georgia, I think.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's not me, is it?
No. Yeah, I got some things I got to do, though, man. I appreciate you.
I'm sorry. There you go. Yeah. I was going to do some singing for the Patreon thing, but I got to wait for this to stop.
Yeah, man. If you want to donate to the show, make sure you hit up the Cash App at Chattin with Staxx. And if you want to be a guest, hit up the email BillStaxx2021. We appreciate all you guys.
We'll put you in charge of the toilet.
Yeah, we'll let you jiggle the handle next time. And if you like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, put the bell on all so you get all the videos every time they drop.
Amen.
And if you don't like this podcast, too bad. Start your own.
And remember,
don't be a bitch. Thanks, man.
All right, brother. You have a good day. Be safe.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged, and investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.